everybody. It's a wonderful Saturday. I have a very special guest joining today's show. Uh, Her name is Kellysalpeter. Kelly is a avid TikToker. She's an amazing TikToker. She's all over social media. She has 1.1 million followers on TikTok, almost 60,000 on Instagram. Well, here she is, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to introduce herself. Kelly, go ahead.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Kelly, take it away. Tell little people about yourself. Introduce yourself.
Sure. Just a little about me. I'm 19 years old. I'm currently a college student. I go to SUNY Geneseo, which is like upstate New York. So like to get there, you have to like drive through the middle of nowhere and then just like keep going, and then you'll find my school. In my off time, my hobbies, I've been taking Taekwondo for about 16 years. That's something I'm very passionate in. I'm an instructor at the studio. I've also won a bunch of titles for New York State. That's a lot of my personal life there as well. I have been making videos on TikTok for a little over a year now, maybe like a year and 2, 3 months, and I've never looked back from doing it. I have such a good time with it. And I'm so glad to be here today, Joey, by the way. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I know it's been a hectic couple weeks and stuff. We've been trying to get this together. We're finally here.
For sure.
So I remember you said you're from New York, right?
Yes.
And you're spending time in California. Is that right?
Yes. So I was born on Long Island, and I, was born there, raised there my whole life, went to college in upstate New York. I'm going to be a junior. And then this summer, I was like, you know what? Like, I kind of want to get out of New York for a little bit. So I hopped on a plane, went to California, and now I'm the social media marketing coordinator for a nonprofit organization that works to help foster kids.
That's
So,
awesome. So
yeah,
you're spending your whole summer in California?
most of it. Yeah.
So take me through it here. So you're in California right now. What part are you in? LA?
I'm in Northern California.
Okay. So that's how far from LA?
It's like 7 hours.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
if
So
I ever,
you're completely
yeah,
on the other side. Okay.
for sure.
But so when do you think you'll be going back to New York at the end of summer?
I'll probably be heading back to New York a couple weeks into August, and then I'll
Okay.
hang around my hometown for a little bit, and then I got to head back up to college.
Okay. So I have to ask you, what made you start TikTok?
I feel like you're gonna get this answer from a lot of people, but I started making videos right when the pandemic hit, and
Okay.
quarantine happened. So when I was a freshman in college, we got sent home, March 13th, and that was that for the semester. And I was like, that this really sucks. Like I'm home now doing all my classes online, and it's like this is not the greatest. And I've watched videos on TikTok for like a couple months before that, and there was always like that what if in my mind. And I was like, you know what, let me just make these videos for fun. It was like, for goofs, like with my friends, like they could see it and be like, that's ridiculous. Like I can't believe you just. And then a couple years in, started gaining some traction. And then there was always that in my head, like, what if this could actually be something? So I kind of just kept pursuing it. And fast forward to today, here we are.
Here we are, and you're at 1.1 million followers. Now, in the back of your mind, did you ever think you would get to a million followers?
There's always that goal. Like it's, like you wake up some days and it's just like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if I had a million people who followed me on social media? And it was always there. It was just like, I never thought it was actually feasible. Like I never really thought it could happen. And then it did. And I was like, this is weird.
Absolutely. So take us through, the viewers, take us through how you go through your daily life with TikToks, Instagram, Snapchat, balancing a full-time job with being in Northern California for the summer. Take us a little bit through your daily life.
Sure. Yeah. So I work a 9 to 5. So I'll get up in the morning and sleep as long as I possibly can because I literally can't get out of bed in the morning. And then I'll get up, I'll potentially skip breakfast because again, like I'll sleep as late as possible. I don't really do much social media stuff in the morning. I usually just check my Instagram notifications, and then I'll go on TikTok, look at those notifications. And then honestly, I'm out the door and I'm at work from 9 to 5. And then I will get home and I try to make a couple videos per day just in case if I have a busy day the next day, I won't have to like be struggling to make videos. I always keep a good amount in my drafts too, just in case. But I'm usually like so tired when I get back, and I still just put in the effort to make the videos. I'm watching Ozark right now too, obsessed with it. So have to make time for that. And it's also interesting because this is the first time like living by myself. So, I have to do my own laundry, I have to clean the whole place, do all the dishes, and cook for myself too. And it's like DoorDash is like funding me. Well, I'm funding DoorDash like at this point, for being honest. So it's a lot. And when I get back to college, it's definitely going to be a big transition. But I did it last semester. I'll do it again this semester.
So right now you're on your own
Yeah,
out
pretty
there.
much.
So you're just living day to day. That's a day in the life of Kellysalpeter. Kelly, that's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. You have a very, very busy schedule. Very busy
Thank you.
schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So let me ask you, what motivates you on a daily basis? Because I know you just said you work a 9 to 5. What
Mhm.
motivates you to get up every day besides the working part? Because I know you love social media. The content you create is very entertaining. It's not just like you're not dancing like everybody else. You're coming up with your own ideas more or less. So what motivates you?
Um, at first, TikTok was just something that, I thought this would be cool to do. And, I enjoyed making the videos and I enjoyed getting the comments of that people that laughed. And, that rings true to today. Like I do it because I enjoy making the videos that I create. I enjoy seeing people's reactions to the videos. And I know that like I'm changing people's lives, or at least touching people's lives. Like I don't get it too often, but when I do get a DM and it's like, thank you so much for, making me laugh. Like I was in a really bad headspace and I just came to your page for a laugh. That's really why I do it. It's because I enjoy doing it and because I can help people also. And that really is my main goal with it. If I ever get to a point where I'm creating content or making TikToks that don't make me happy, or like kind of I'm veering away from my values, I'll take a step back and just like reevaluate what's going on and be like, if I'm not happy doing this, now this turns into a job and I already have a job. So I want to do this for fun. And when I do it for fun, it's all I can ask for.
So I have to ask you, what so like I said, what you said, what motivates you on a daily basis. So I got that. Are there any brands that you would like to work with that you haven't worked with already? Like just maybe one of your dream brands that you haven't got the opportunity with, or like something's in reach for you because I mean you have 1 million followers. I mean, you're put out on the For You page more than most people can ever imagine or think of. So, or just Instagram as a whole, because you have a lot of successful reels. Some of your videos on TikTok have gone, viral in some ways. So any brands in particular that you would love to collab with?
You know what? I don't have anything like in particular that I say like I want to work with this brand, but I would like to do something maybe like a commercial on TV. I think that would be so cool to be in, just to see like the different side of kind of marketing and just different platforms. Like I feel like I've a dent in like a television world, that kind of stuff too. So I feel like that could be fun.
I lost you there for a second, but that's okay. So
Oh,
TV
I'm so sorry.
basically, no, it's okay. It's okay. So TV would be your number one. I would say TV would be your number one goal to get into acting, basically, kind of in a way.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's necessarily acting. I don't know if I want to do just like, a talk show on TV. Like if I want to be on somebody's talk show, like I don't know if I want to do like a commercial or something. Just I want to see myself on a TV screen. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, no, I think your personality and your motivation, and your personality, I think it could definitely take you far. Especially you're just everything you've done so far is you're going in the right direction, and you have a good head. Your head isn't blown up like some of these other people I've talked to and stuff. It's some people, it's like pulling teeth to get them on a podcast. It's like, but hey, Kellysalpeter, everybody, give her a round of applause. She's got 1 million followers on TikTok, 1.1 million actually, and she's continuing to grow. She works a 9 to 5. Kelly, when do you think you'll start a YouTube channel, or if you've already
So
have?
I have a YouTube channel. I just have never posted on it. The only reason I posted on my YouTube channel, actually, I have like 2 or 3 videos. and it's literally just like a compilation of my TikTok videos, and I put them on YouTube because I didn't have any more space on my laptop, and I was like, I don't want to lose these ever, so I was like, let me just upload them. So I just threw those on YouTube. So basically, YouTube is like my storage space for my videos.
So YouTube is your storage space for now, but with the, with the content and the amount of following you have on social media on both platforms, Instagram, and TikTok, as well as Snapchat. I think are you verified on Snapchat?
I'm not verified on Snapchat, but
Okay.
I just hit 8,000 subscribers, so
Okay.
I'm
Let's
working
get
on it.
let's get you to 10,000. So YouTube, will could that be in the works at some point, maybe in the next few months or so, like maybe like vlogging or daily life, or maybe just anything like that, kind of getting yourself more on camera like you said you wanted to?
For sure, yeah, I've definitely thought about it before, and honestly, the only thing holding me back has been time. I don't know, like, I'll be honest here, I don't know the logistics of YouTube. I don't know what I would need, like, camera equipment wise, and, while I watch vlogs all the time and I watch days in my lives, like, I can only imagine the work that goes in behind them, just because, I can understand the work that goes in behind a 15-second TikTok video. So, like, a 20-minute vlog, I can only imagine how much work goes into it. And honestly, I don't know like exactly what to do. And I feel like it's more of like a trial and error thing. Like I kind of just gotta shoot my shot and see what happens. But I do feel like I want to take a stab at that one day.
I definitely think you should. I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, people go out there and post crazy videos on TikTok and YouTube and all over, and you never know where it can lead you to.
For
TikTok,
sure.
especially with that For You page. I mean, it's crazy. There's
It's
so many
nuts.
videos on there. You'd be like, why is that on there? But it is.
Exactly.
So I have to ask you, how do you think of these creative ideas, like with content wise? Because I know I've seen a lot of your videos and they're very original. So like, take us through that. Like, where do those ideas come from?
I try to keep my ideas, they're all over the place. My TikTok page is all over the place. I post what I want to post and I post when I feel like I want to post. I'm not like on a crazy schedule with it. I would say I just get a lot of my ideas like throughout the day, like while I'm doing random things. Like the other day I was at work and I was filling out an Excel sheet and I was just like, oh my God, wouldn't it be funny if, I talked about that and I, went to my notes, I jotted it down, then I went back to my Excel sheet and I was just finishing it up. If I ever do, if I see another creator use a content idea I really like, and I use the same content idea, I will credit that creator. I'm not one to say like I'm going to steal this idea from you. Like if it's your idea, your original idea, and I will acknowledge that. And I feel like there's a lot of people on the app who just steal content and pretend that it's their own idea. And I'm not about that. And because I wouldn't want anyone to do that to me. So why would I do that to them? But I get
Absolutely.
most of my ideas just they just pop up randomly, or I try to do like relatable things. Like 95% of them come from when I'm like on the phone with my parents.
So so what would be your most favorite, what would be, let me phrase this, your favorite video or content idea you have created that you really liked creating, and you thought and you sat back and you were like, oh my gosh, is this gonna blow up? Or oh my gosh, like, is this gonna work? Like, tell us one video that you made that you just were like, whoa, I made that.
That's my- it's it's so hard to choose just one because I really it's so hard to choose just one because I really do like all the content that I post. Like I don't post anything that I'm not a fan of, if that makes sense. Like if it's on my page, it's because I enjoyed making it and I enjoyed that it's up. At the end of the day, I really do like making the videos where I can have my family with me and my friends with me in them because, it's a great time having working on my passion with the people I love the most. And it's just, that's like the biggest thing I can say. I make a good amount of videos with my mom and with my dad, and my grandparents have been in some. But not a lot of people know that like when I'm making videos, half the time my brother is behind the camera and we're like joking around back and forth. So while it's just me in the video, I get to have my brother there with me and helping me and really having those experiences with him. Like when I'm driving my car and making videos, obviously both hands are on the wheel. I'm not being reckless driver, but my brother is sitting in the passenger seat holding up the phone. So it's like while people think I'm alone, they don't know that like I have this whole team of my family and friends behind me.
And I think that's the most important thing. That's the best part. You have a support system, whereas you're not really doing it on your own. You have people there be like, okay, Kelly, you've got this. You're motivated basically
Hmm.
from a stem off from your parents. Am I right?
Yes, 100%.
So have you ever gone to your parents for ideas, as in like, mom, what do you think of this? Mom, like, because you say your brother's behind the camera, like he's the one right there. So you have one brother?
Yeah, I have a twin brother.
Oh wow, twin brother. Okay, so if you have, have you ever gone to your parents and asked them like, what do you guys think of this idea? What do you think of this? I mean, I'm sure they're not. I don't know if they're into social media like you are. Obviously, I'm sure they're not. But like, have you ever gone to them for any ideas? Like, hey, what do you guys think of this? Should I post this or should I not?
I honestly I don't really go to my parents for ideas that I come up, mostly because they don't understand what's funny nowadays. Like I was just
Yeah.
talking to my mom the other day and I said like, which movie theater do you want to go to? And she was like, that. And I was like, so that's not how that works. Um, I was like, good try, but like unfortunately, like just doesn't work right. So half the time it's my parents that'll like they'll come up with ideas and they'll text them to me and they'll be like, you should do like this, and this, and then they'll get like butthurt when I don't do it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just like I don't think it was funny. But they're fun and they honestly are really my support system and they're 100% with me. I do want to say I do like consult with my parents before posting videos of them because I want to be respectful of everybody I have in my videos. And like if I take it, usually I take videos without like my parents knowing, but it never goes on the internet without me showing it to them first and asking, can I post this to my account? Because the last thing I would want to do is take those people that I love and embarrass them because that would not be the best thing. And so that's usually when I consult with them. But other than that, they can keep their ideas to themselves.
That's funny. So like your parents are your backbone basically. As you know, I'm a huge food person. I haven't,
Hmm.
that good thing I go to the gym and do a lot of fitness stuff because I'd probably be a lot heavier than I am. Thank God for my metabolism. But anyways, so you're from New York, correct?
Yes.
So what part is it? Long Island, Staten Island?
Long Island.
Okay, Long Island. So, what's your favorite pizza place on Long Island? Maybe that some people haven't heard of, but you could put on the map if you let us know in this podcast.
What's funny? I'm lactose intolerant, but I can recommend like 50,000 different pizza restaurants. I will have to say D'Angelo's is probably
D'Angelo's.
my favorite place. It's in Albertson, on Long Island.
Okay, so
So
D'Angelo's
D'Angelo's
would
Pizza.
be, so that's your number one pizza place.
I would say D'Angelo's is my number one pizza place. There's just something about authentic Long Island pizza that just hits differently. I don't know what it is, but this California pizza like isn't hitting the mark, and I don't know why.
Okay, so you're in California for the rest of this summer. What's one place
Yeah.
that you've been to in the Northern California area? Northern California, is that close to Oakland, San Francisco, around there or no?
Yeah, so like I'm about 2 hours north of San Francisco. So like I'm pretty in the
Okay.
mountains, like north. I flew into San Francisco as international airport like when I got here, and then I stayed over a night or two in San Francisco. And San Francisco has my heart. San Francisco really has my heart. The 2 days that I spent there were my favorite things on the planet. I was it was giving off. Like I have a feeling like I live in San Francisco or like around there just because I fell in love with it.
I lost you there for a second. I don't know what happened, but so Northern California, that's where you're at right now. So the food isn't as good as where you're
Yeah.
from in Long Island.
I would say that they are definitely there's places up here that has good food, but Long Island food has my heart. New York City food has my heart. But I have a feeling one day I'm going to be living in San Francisco. I fell in love with the area.
Really?
Yeah,
Awesome. Okay, so as we wrap up this podcast, I have to ask you. I know I saw that you collaborated with the Mets, and you were at City Field and had that whole fun day. Take us through that. How take us through that? What was it like? Were they welcoming to you? Was it a lot of fun? Were you
for
just like,
sure.
whoa, I wish this would have been more fun if without the pandemic, or did you just feel like I'm a celebrity for the day? I have the thing to myself. It's a private event.
So honestly, what happened, just to make a long story short, I got an email one day and it was this guy. He said he's the social media coordinator from the Mets, and I was like, haha, funny. Like I get like spam emails all the time, but I was like, let me just run to LinkedIn. I'll look him up really fast, and the names matched and the pictures matched. And I was like, wait, what? Because I have grown up, like I am a lifelong Mets fan. Like if you like even say the name like Derek Jeter in my household, like just you might as well pack your stuff and go because we're just not a Yankees household.
Oh, you're
But
not? Hold on, give me 1
no.
second.
Oh no, don't do. Joey, I gotta get off the. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Oh gosh, I think that's funny though. Go continue with what you were saying.
Yeah. So we're a Mets household. I've been going to Mets games since I was a kid. I literally don't remember going to any other games. And when they reached out to me, I remember walking into the one of the guest rooms in my house where my dad was just like doing work or something, and I said, "Dad, the Mets just emailed me," and he looked up and he said, "Funny." And I was like, "No, they really did." So what ended up happening was I went into the stadium. I was able to make a lot of videos. They let me on the field. I was able to do a whole tour. And it was just a really great experience. They were such welcoming people, like genuinely such nice people. And they took care of my dad real well because he's been watching ever since he was a young boy, and he grew up in Queens, like 10 minutes away from the stadium. So he's been lifelong Mets fan. And it would have been cool to like meet the players and stuff like that, just because I've been like idolizing these guys for years. But things happen how they happen, and I'm thankful I was even allowed to go.
That's a great story. That's awesome. Kelly, give yourself a round of applause for coming on the show, taking
Thanks
your
so much,
time
Joey.
out of the day. I know it's Saturday. You could be creating content right now, but you came on this podcast with the one and only, the Inquisitive Mamba. That's the name of my podcast. I came up with that
Love
randomly.
it.
Actually, no, quick story. My high school basketball coach gave me that nickname in high school because he said, "You ask so many damn questions." And I was like, well, I'm just going to use this name for my podcast and see where it takes me.
For sure. Stick with it. I love
But
it.
hey, I want to say thank you for coming on. You did wonderful. Thank you for the stories you gave us. I know we could be on here all day, but we both have
Yeah.
busy lives as well. Keep creating that content, guys. Make sure to check Kellysalpeter out on TikTok. She's at 1.1 million followers on there. She's at 59.8K on Instagram. Get her to 60,000 and get her to 10,000 subscribers on Snapchat. Kelly, give yourself a round of applause for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me, Joey. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. We will see you when we see you. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of your weekend.